everything that will be discussed here, and will in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus. We are blessed. Our minds are blessed and free from distraction. In Jesus' name, we have prayed.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Fabian. All right, so we're all welcome. So I will love each one of us. Just I'll give chance to two persons. I want us to just express ourselves, right? Because we are all here to learn. So I just want us to express ourselves. Just tell us who we are. Just tell us something about you and what you expect to get from this program, which is a vital one. Can anybody volunteer? Somebody. Mr. Lee. Okay, Mr. Lowell. You can go on. You can unmute your mic and go on.
So you said we should introduce ourselves, who we are, and what we intend to gain from this, right? Is that the question?
Yes, yes, that's the question.
All right. So I'm Lawal Abdulrazak, a student of Federal University of Technology. I'm a developer, and yeah, I I tend to listen to the speakers, hear from their experiences, and then I think work with it.
Okay, Mr. Lowell. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So is anybody that can go again? I just want to give chance to two persons. Can anybody go again? Just one person. Okay, so if nobody's going, I'm going to go. I'm Enoch Suleiman by name. Um, a founder, whichever we have co-founders. One of them, two of them are on this call. Which one is Mr. Buria and also Mr. Agnes. So I'll just take you through a little bit about TYE. So when I had the vision to start TYE, I called on these two persons, Mr. Buria and Miss Agnes. I shared the vision with them, and it was looking somehow unreal when we started. But now I think we are putting some steps ahead. At least this is the first event we'll be having, and we are creating some other things. We have created some things, and this is the first event we are having, and we have more to achieve, right? So TYE came as a vision where we have young people just as we are now, people, young people who are just maneuvering the school system without having with visions, without not knowing how to go about those visions, right? So you see a young person just come, and then the only thing he knows is education, not knowing anything else aside purpose, aside long-term thinking, aside even running a business. Whichever way, we discover that people have various talents, people have enormous power within them that they cannot that they haven't Okay, so they have enormous power within them that they have not enhanced, or they have not like fully explore those powers, and which is one of it is ideas, right? Ideas. And so you see most people go for pitching, they go for what do you call it? They go for, yes, for pitching, and then once they pitch the idea, you see people turn on them, and then they feel as if the ideas are not good. And so we brought out a platform that will help those certain kind of persons that have idea, or people who don't even have idea but have skills. So in a statement, I'll put it this way: that you have someone who have a skill and someone who have idea. They come together and they put in their strengths together and form a product. I'll call it MVP. Yes, an MVP that could be showcased to persons, that people could be able to that they could render service to persons, and then people could be able to they could serve persons and people could be able to use their product and then pay them profits. You get, so that's the whole essence of TYE. So as you're here now, I know you guys are ready to hear from our speaker, and he's already on this call. So I will give, I don't know if Agnes is on this call. Is Agnes on this call? Okay. So I'll give time, I'll give room. So I'll be calling on our speaker. Or Agnes, you do that for us, please. Agnes, do that for us, please. Even as Agnes, do that for us, please.
Alright, good evening, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Once again, I welcome you all to this masterclass. It probably seems to be insightful and you will definitely be feeling like it's worth your time. So with us, we have Mr. Sodiq Olamilekan Isiaq. He's also known as the operations guy. He brings 6 years of experience leading products and projects and running operations to drive skill. Sadiq has facilitated ecosystem sessions, served as a panelist, and worked across pre-fund and pre-seed startups. He is currently leading the project team at Togo, a platform focused on improving architectural tourism, entertainment, events, and mobility. Yes, so this is a bootstrap masterclass, and bootstrapping is mostly for pre-fund and pre-seed startups or businesses. Where you see in Africa and Nigeria that there are not many VCs or angel investors that invest in businesses. So we must learn how to bootstrap. And he's the perfect person to show us the way. So can we, with our emojis, celebrate him as he comes up?
Okay, Agnes, thank you very much for the introduction. Yeah, so nice to have everyone here. It's good to see everyone, the commitment, the initiatives, and everybody has a goal to build something here, and that's why we are here. So let's get started. I've been introduced, and that is who I am basically. I'm Sadiq Olamilekan, so my nickname is Achiever. In case you are not getting Sadiq, you might be hearing somebody call Achiever. So yeah, um, where do I finish from? I finished from Foot Mina some few years back. So yeah, as regards the topic, we are talking about bootstrapping, right? And starting a business with zero capital. So yeah, however, I want to debunk something here. The fact that you said there are not many investors, that's not true. In fact, there are now much more investors, if not more than the startup founders that are building self. Because almost everywhere you go, you see a venture builder. This one is a venture manager. This one is a scouting analyst. This is this and that. Yeah. However, the funds is not reaching majority of those who are building. Yeah. Yes, it's not reaching majority of those who are building, but those who are collecting the funds and managing them are available. So they are not just channeling them. That is one. Two, those who are channeling them based on differential treatment. Do you get? I know this, I know this, I know this, I know this. They will connect you and you get the money. Whether you build or not is now another discussion of another day. And this doesn't only happen in the virtual space or investor space. It will happen in your campuses there. almost every higher institution now have an entrepreneurship center. So if you are going to evaluate based on the fact that there are entrepreneurship centers in higher institution, evaluating those higher institutions, we should ask ourselves, how many small medium enterprise businesses are those centers releasing per year? Yes, let's put it like that, because in almost every institution, yeah, you have 5 years maximum, 4 years minimum. Let's say you now go and do postgraduate and you want to do it in the same school, is when you'll be spending maybe anything between 7 to 10 years in that institution. Do you get? So, and we have an entrepreneurship center. How many small and medium enterprises are they building compared to the number of students that are in campuses? Yeah. Now, the government in partnership with the United Nations Development Programs are initiating AI Unipod across higher institutions in Nigeria, and they started with Unilag here, they started with Maiduguri, and I think another institution in the south or so. Yeah. So the question we should be asking ourselves is, when they start in 1 year, what is the result they are going to get and all those things? Do you get? So it's not as if these things are not there, but they are there. But Nigeria is just an anyhow country with anyhow people. Do you get? And we just want to do things anyhow. So yeah, the funds are there, but it's not just flowing as it should be. So moving on to the discussion, we've talked about the fund that is there, but it's not going out to be. But then we can't just stay where we are because the fund is not moving. I mean, the country is hard now. It's even harder than when I started up. It's even harder now. So everybody is building businesses one way or the other, vibe coding things and all those stuff. Do you get? And the reason is basically because there are a lot of layoffs and not the number of employment that are available you know, is getting much more lesser than the number of people that are available to take them up. So everybody's trying to build ahead. So if you are not starting a business, it now leads us to what you have to build, because now everybody wants to build different things. As the idea comes to their head is what they want to build. Do you get? Ahead. So that is it basically. And it's not just about idea, it's about solving the real problem. Yeah, it's about solving the real problem. So that is the background I'm going to put through. So I am Sodiq Olamilekan again. I've worked in the product management space to build softwares. After building the software, I work on the operations to make sure that everything infrastructure, from the physical people, the vendors, the suppliers, the logistics, and everything works. Do you get? Hey, and the whole process of coordinating the operations and the whole products that we build to serve as a multiplier effect is what the whole project is. So I have explained project management, operations management, and product management in simple terms like that. Do you get? So what have I built? Like it has been stated in the intro, I work in pre-seed and pre-fund. When we say pre-fund, it means like, okay, this person come to me, or this contractor come to me that, okay, they want to build a platform for lawyers where lawyers are going to, sign up, take cases, get payments in milestones and all those stuff. They are pre-fund because they basically don't have that huge amount of money, but they are using their money to, build those systems. So they are hiring us to build those systems because they know that, okay, this guy has the capability to build and deliver within the scope of time. Do you get? So I've worked in series of those projects like that, like that, like that, and I have worked on two startup as well, which is Jekait and which is to go. The Jekait own is one of those that went viral among others in Mina. Because while I was in Mina, I work on three projects that are basically physical in Mina City: Yawa, Bridge Pay, and Jekait and to go. Okay, sorry, four. So Bridge Pay went viral as well. Some of you might have been seeing it almost everywhere in your group since a long time ago. So I was the product strategic product manager that facilitated those platforms in partnership with Alabi. Yawa is a security platform. Yeah, the reason is not the reason that platform is not common among students is because um, when I presented the use case of using it among universities, it was flagged down by those ones the idea. So they want to go, like they want to go big, they want to go Nigeria. So I'm going to be discussing that as well on this call. I mean, you want to build something, you are not starting from your immediate environment, you want to target Nigeria. It is one thing to build, it is one thing to target market. Do you get? And then check it, which goes more viral among the university community, even to now. Okay. So even to now, you still be seeing the marketing and core around. And then to go, which is the last one, which I'm currently rebuilding. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. So why does bootstrapping matters? Yeah. So let's take it from the idea, like I initially said. We want to build a marketplace for everything. Why do you want to build a marketplace for everything? You as a person, is it everything that you want to get? Is it the same time you want to eat food that you want to take transport? Is it the same time you want to take transport that you want to get generator and fridge? No, all these things you have time and needs for it. So why are we building everything these things when we have not even scaled outside the country and the life? Do you get? Even platforms that are scaled outside the country, they have focus. That is why you see that there are some. If you want to buy something somewhere, maybe let's say AliExpress or somewhere, you see that they are saying that okay, they are not serving this particular location. Why do you think they are not serving that particular location? And they why do you think they are not serving that particular location? Do you get? So all these things are what should be considered. Yeah. So now let's not take it from our own. If you are having an idea, one, look at core problems. See, Nigeria is in deep trouble. We are facing a lot, but there are some top 10 industries whereby you just have to solve the problem. Among others, not I'm not reaching them accordingly. Let's take the food industry, starting from the agriculture, from where the foods are planted, to how it is moved, to how it is cooked, to how it is delivered to the doorstep. That industry is huge. Two, despite the fact that food are moved, storage, the whole storage process, the whole moving process is another thing. Supply chain, same thing applies to every other industry. Another thing you cannot do with your entire daily activities is transportation. There is no way you won't move from either you are moving from your school to your hostel, from your hostel after school to your house, traveling interstate. You just have to move. Do you get? So, what are the challenges in those spaces? Do you get? Another thing is security. Everywhere there is security issues, security challenges, and the likes. Have we even ever sit down to look deeply like how might we solve it from the school environment, from those that are getting kidnapped after school and co? How might we solve it from the city where we are to the another city? Not entirely Nigeria. It is when one person is solving it gradually, another person comes. That's why we have different markets. You get? Businesses are still popping up every day. How are they doing running their marketing and the likes? Have we looked into that? And so on and so forth. I can keep mentioning them. Yeah. So let's now say that okay, we want to start with transportation. Let's say we want to start with transportation. Let's use your campuses for example. One, how are students currently moving within that campus and outside the campus? Two, events hold every day. How are they moving from one place to another for events? How is it coordinated? How are they paying? How is money remitted and all those things? Yeah. And so on and so forth. So let's not say that okay, we get it now. Like okay, we want to solve a problem on transportation. Yeah. I don't have money. And sincerely speaking, you don't really need to have that amount of money. Of course, money is a factor. But if you look at it more deeply, we can place money as the second or third priority because we now have to look at collaboration. Okay, I don't have money, I'm broke, and I want to solve problem with transportation. I'm living in a city. Said, I'm not calling. I'm in a session. Sorry, please. So, how might we solve a problem in the city? Let's take football for example. Students as early as 8 a.m. always want to enter the school. However, there are few keke napep to thousands of students. How might we introduce transportation without bringing, maybe without buying boxes and all those napep? Because there are thousands of them that are currently in front of school who are heading in another direction. How might we convince those ones that, okay, Why waiting for passengers that are going the same route as you? Why not just take students that are available here to where they are going? And when there is no, where there are no passengers, or no passengers by the road, you move to the direction. I mean, your normal route. Do you get? So you just have to think how might we like how might we one, how might we two, till you get to the root of the problem. Do you get? So that is the reality. Second is okay, now we don't have fund collaboration. The first collaboration, like I mentioned, is you are collaborating with the let's say the kekena providers. Yeah, you understand the outside, you understand the place, you understand the baggage, you communicate, you communicated in the languages for which they understand. Do you get? Facilitate collaboration. Start with two or three. You want to start laundry business, you already got a machine, or you know someone who has a machine and you don't have. Facilitate collaboration. Talk to them. Okay, I have this number of audience who always watch. I don't have a machine and I see that you have a machine. Can we share this machine? If you are sharing this machine, let's collaborate on saving funds to buy fuel and all those stuff. And we share the profits based on agreed life. Do you get? You already started solving it. So by the time you have access to machine, you have access to generator and everything that you use to power, whatever revenue you are getting from there, you can save it. Do you get? And use it to fund, the next set of projects you want to fund. So that is one. Two, skills. Whatever industry you want to solve the problem in, yeah, you have to know about it. You have to have the knowledge. If it is for you to be doing deep research, doing the talking, going to those people who are going to need the service providers and like talking to them. If you want to serve the Kekena people today, one, why are people not solving the problem that you want to solve? You have to have the knowledge. Okay, if you now know that okay, challenge one because of payment, challenge two, the time the payment is going to get to the riders because they need money to get fuel and all those things. Challenge three, because there are sometimes students will be in campus, driver will be outside. There are sometimes driver will be outside, student will be in campus, and there are no, the driver want to fill up the money that is going to cause them to move inside empty. How might we make this easy for the like? You just have to look at those skills, apply the knowledge you have, apply the skills you have, and execute whatever project you want to get. And as you are doing it, you will keep noting, documenting the lessons you are learning from there. Do you get? You are going to learn the lessons, document it, improve it, fine tune it till you get to where you are going. Do you get? Three, network. You already have access to one kicking a pep, you already have access to one machine, you already have access to whatever instrument that is going to make you to kick off, which we call bootstrapping. How do you want to get more? Do you get? How do you get want to get more? Four, access. Who are these people that have access to those who are going to provide whatever you need? Okay, I want to make publicity or advertisement for our business in Federal University of Technology, Mina. Now, where do I need to go? Office of the Dean of Student Affairs, office of the information unit at Senate. Okay, when if I should go to Dean of Student Affairs and I get approval and I go to information unit, I still have to deal with a faculties. Who am I supposed to talk to? Let me talk to the dean of each faculty, then the SUG, then the departmental the faculties representatives, and so on and so forth. Access. Who are those that are in those places that can call the shots, or that you can talk to, that are going to give you access and give you that leverage on what you wanted? You get? Then now when you now get it, the fact that you don't have money is not an excuse. You already bootstrap, you already have the resources, you already collaborate, you already have network and access. You have to execute fast. See, for example, when we're in Mina, one thing that makes us to be ahead of others, even despite the fact that we meet people in the market, is because the team, we are crazy. And there is nothing we do differently. We are just a set of crazy 12 guys from different departments with very knowledgeable skills. Do you get? I can tell you for free, like the team of Jeka 8 cut across almost all departments. Bobola from School of Physical Sciences, Physics, Bala from Engineering, doing marketing, I from Environmental, leading the whole team. solely for mechatronics engineering. Then we have Martins and MS as well. We have this year from School of Information and Communication Technology. Do you get? Then we have Toby from School of Physical Sciences. Every one of us. And the fact is, okay, I am very focused on speed. I'm the lead, and this is what we want. Bala don't want anything aside marketing. He just wants to make sure that things go viral. Ali is an engineer. He just wants to make sure that he build the platform that is going to get customers coming. So that excellent team has to be there. So you have to factor that as well. And when we see that these things are needed, we spoke to almost all the buy guys and Kekena Pep. They were not there. Guess what we did? We contributed money. I used my salary for that month. Drop it. Ali to drop his own because we are the main leading team. We got one bike. Then we pull others. We have to convince them that okay, we've gotten our bike and this is the numbers we are doing. Then others decided bringing their bike. You get so that is how you bootstrap and you scale things fast. You get so like I said, to not make it boring, start with a problem. Ideas are everywhere. Problems are deeper. Idea is one thing. The main problem you are solving is another thing. Two, leverage what you already have. Your collaboration. You identify this person is skilled, has more knowledge of what you currently don't have, has the skills to execute what you currently don't have, has the network, or you know the network of individuals that are going to provide resources for you. You talk to people that will give you access to everything you needed to scale and the likes. Do you get? Then you start pushing product, the services, and wherever you want to head. You sell, you get. And now you do that marketing 101. You have a WhatsApp. You are in a group. Life is now easier. I that time okay, there was WhatsApp that time as well. However, we were doing legwork. We were moving from one department. I started from environmental. I'm in architecture. I advertised to my guys first. Do you get? Then we advertise to our partners in studio, Urban and URP, because we are always in studio. Then we leverage on environmental because majority of students always come to environmental to reach. Do you get? So all these things are what you are going to look at in to sell your product, to create a wait list and let people, use some features or whatever you are building. Do you get? And like I said, please avoid building everything. Building a marketplace for everything is nothing, because how do you want to market that? Do you get? You, of course, you make money, but how much compared to somebody that is focused? Another thing is you can, like I said, you can leverage on partnerships, existing platform. For example, now, yeah, the to go this thing I'm working on, I discovered that the website is going to end soon. What I did today was like, see, guys, whether you have money or you don't have money, let's move on to an existing platform. The only thing we just need is we have access to whatever data you will need to flow. Do you get? You have access to whatever data, and I got a partner. That, okay, I want to schedule a meeting with you. I want to see how your platform works. Come and take me through. Do you get? And the partner said no problem. We scheduled time. He took me through the platform because one, I want to run right for tourism for to go. That is one. Two, I want to run right for events. And the third one is I want to run right for core members. Do you get? So these are the three focus. But guess what? The larger focus is to go on to solve public transportation as a service across Nigeria cities. Do you get? But I have to tell them that see, if you want to solve public transportation across Nigeria city, you are going to die. All the team are going to burn out. Let's pick top three that we know that okay, it must happen anywhere in Nigeria. Party is one of them, event is one of them, shows, concert, raves, all those things. The second one is call NYSC. Almost every 2 months, NYSC Nigeria students or Nigeria graduates goes to camp. Do you get? If they go by January, another set is going to go by March. If they go by March, another set is going to go by, let's say, April, May, then June, July. It's like each batch is going to be going. You will see batch A, stream 1, batch A, stream 2, batch B, stream 1, B1, B2, B. You see? So we know that okay, there is consistent flow of people moving from this place to this place. Then the third one is tourism. Many people are now traveling and vlogging or everywhere. How do they move? How do they pay? And all those things. Do you get? So instead of stopping public transportation, whereby you'll be talking to keke nape, bike, bus, and everything, and your head will be boiling before even the day ends, we have to pick the top three that we serve that we know that okay, once you finish doing this, you move to doing this. Do you get? So that is that about that. And what other thing? Like I said, we invest your cash flow. If you are making money from collaboration, partner using existing platform, whatever funds you are seeing, don't spend everything. Save it. You might say that you are going to scale and they steal your bike. That is one of those things that happen in Mina. Do you get? Unfortunately, our bike was turning out of the blue, and our partners pull out. Like our partners pull out, yeah. And when the partners pull out, yeah, the it affects the whole infrastructure and everything. Do you get? So we have to just step down. That okay, this is how things work. But why we step down? We are working like how might we bring in logistic partners who are more structured or who have more security and likes and things are moving. Do you get? So these things here are not theories. They are things that you experience in real life and you fine tune. So I can't categorically say this is what is going to happen in the sector and the likes. Okay, so I've already told you how to validate the idea, how to sell, which is marketing, how to deliver. The mistakes we are doing in the startup in Nigeria is we are always waiting for funds. Every one of you should be aware by now. There is a 19-year-old guy who raised $7.3 million to start a food delivery. He raised $7.3 million. Chowdeck Data is currently the leading platform in Nigeria, raised $9 million after their 4 years. He is from abroad. Chowdeck is Nigeria. Nigeria will continue to be Nigeria. Even if somebody has 100 million naira in his room, they will never trust you with their money. They will give excuses. So we can't continue waiting for fun. We just have to move and don't overbuild. I saw some guys doing marketplace for everything. You want to do food, you want to do clothes, you want to do this, you want to do transportation. How do you want to market the products? At the end of the day, you still be saying marketplace for everything. But if you look at this, okay, we get food delivered to your doorstep. Simple. We get you moving from anywhere you are to anywhere. We get your we get your clothes washed, ironed, and delivered to your doorstep. Simple. Don't make life complex. We make advertisement and marketing for events. Simple. Like just make the whole value proposition short and useful. Don't overbuild and ensure there are distributions and how your platform are going to get to people. The publicity start with your WhatsApp broadcast, post on your status, go to your LinkedIn, write the post, go to your stories, your Twitter tweets. Just keep the distribution and publicity going. Do you get? Just keep it going. So that is that about that. So I'm going to um take some break, like I said with Enoch. So please reflect on the lessons and the communications are passed. Structure your questions and just give me some 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to come and take those questions. So look at your business, look at everything you must have done, structure questions around it, and let's look at it in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, Agnes, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Okay, so yeah, like I communicated, I'm
Thank
going to
you
take some 10
so
to
much,
15 minutes
Mr.
break.
Sadiq.
Please tell your audience to reflect what I just communicated. Let them know their questions and answers. And when I return from the short break, please, um, going to take all of them. Don't worry, I'm going to be here till the end of the meeting after my short break. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for that insight. So okay. So I can see your hand, sir. Can you unmute your mic and speak?
Okay, you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Okay, perfect. So I have a question, right, about the funding of the stuff. Of course, I do know that people outside the country actually have some kind of
Um,
edge. Am I
okay, okay,
audible enough?
go on, go on, go on.
Okay, okay, right. So basically, I was reading the paper and I saw that Facebook had about 7 years uh, runway before they were able to effectively and sustainably bring out a revenue model as something that would give them money that they would say, okay, this is where our money is coming from, right? But then we here in Nigeria, once you meet an investor, he's just asking about ROI. When is his money going to start coming and all that? Then there's a lot of pressure. How do we navigate that pressure within Nigeria? Is it that we these VCs if I, that's what I've actually done, kind of like, oh, I don't need your money. I'll keep pushing whenever I'm able to scale up myself. That's fine. Yeah. So do we just diss all the VCs and all the firms? Like, let's just keep building on our own and just ignore everyone. Or is there a better way to go about this?
Okay, I should have loved us because there's a Q&A time coming ahead once the speaker is done. So you're going to answer most of our questions, right? And first of all, thank you for asking your questions. So I think when he comes by, he's going to answer it, but I'm going to chip in a little bit of few things. I know. First of all, let me say sorry. This is not my actual um, email I'm using to live stream right now because we have some technical issues when we're starting. So I couldn't be able to use my email. So
Yeah, it's all right, Gure Thomas. It's fine.
yes, this is Enoch speaking. So if you don't know, this is Enoch speaking.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so basically, I just want to contribute based on this, right? At first, I actually created a slide to tell you more about why some certain kind of systems are being created. So I know that if Mr. Sodiq come back, he's going to like really, really answer this question very well. But so I'm a kind of curious person. I normally go for research. I check everywhere I can check. So I think in my email, I have tons of email that I think most various places I subscribe to give me information based from NVIDIA, from um, I think from Anthropia. This I think from okay. So they normally send me email, right? So I normally see some certain things. So one thing I've observed from whatever you have said is that the there is what they call comparison. Yes, America or whatever Nigeria are trying to compare themselves, right, with America. America has number one gone far. Number two, America has done well. There was a time when America did not do anything at all. That they were setbacks. There were times they went bankrupt. There were times they different things happened, right? So now our investors right now that we have, or our whatever people now that we have that are supposed to be of support to younger generation, are kind of using or comparing systems that are there. I I think my mentor told me something. I normally use my mentor as an example. He told me something. He said, if you want to make a change, you must have to be part of that system. You cannot make a change outside a system, right? So anybody who wants to make some certain kind of change, you must be in that ecosystem for you to make that change. So most of them are kind of people who were just raised from overseas and then they grab some knowledge there and then they want to come and change Nigeria with its own system. So they come. That's why you see people go out there, they pitch their life out, they pitch whatever they want to pitch, and then there's no result. They start asking for some certain things. Whereas all you need is a push. All you need is a push. And even if your vision is not clear, all you need is a refinement. How do we refine this thing to be a sustainable or whatever, to be a product, to be a viable product? How do we do this? How do we do that? But you see, tons of people go for pitching every day, tons of people go for pitching every day, but they keep turning them down and many visions die. And you see, I could literally tell you that that's why TYE is existing, to be able to solve those kind of problems where people who probably have been turned down from anywhere can come around with their, should I say, formed vision. And then we, not we, all of us, both you, anybody who is on this call is a young entrepreneur. We sit down, we break it down, we refine it, we bring out the best out of it. If I think if gold was in its raw form, nobody would like it. Yes, that's the best truth. If gold was in its raw form, nobody would like it. But when it was being refined, it now becomes that sparkling thing that everybody's paying thousands of dollars for, right? So if you check, that's why some certain systems have been created, like the TYE now. Now is a call for us now to join the TYE. Yes, I can boldly say that it's a call for us to join the TYE. Yes. So I don't know if I've said something and then probably cover up your question, or if anybody have something to chip or you have something to say. Or Mr. Fabian, have I done any justice to your question? Mr. Fabian, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to speak.
Or did you
Okay,
hear
yeah.
what?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I got you right. Yeah, but I'm still thinking, right? Okay, like what you said, um, when we have to look at the parallax, right? Okay, America is advanced and we are still coming up, right? So would I feel that we'll do what America used to do when they were like us, right? So if they were building infrastructure when they were coming up, then we shouldn't be trying to build like the AI stuff that they are building now, but we should be trying to build the infrastructure like those cables under the sea, um, like servers, like those basic transportation systems, roads that would encourage trades, and easy movement of goods and stuff like that. And then if I'm correct, if you check back in time, they were really investing in people in some of those companies when they were like us, not like what is happening now in Nigeria. So when they were like us or at this our level, they were doing better than the what the VCs now are actually doing in Nigeria. So the VCs now are like, no, they're not going to give people money. If I don't know um about their bad experiences, maybe. But then if you check at the ratio of dead companies, America has more because they've actually tried more things. They've done more research than Nigerians. They have, I mean, on all scales, right? So I still feel like it is some kind of educational stuff that investors don't really get enough education. They feel that founders should get more education, but investors don't really get educated very well because I've spoken to a few and the questions they were asking, sorry to say, but they are mostly daft. I wish they could do that. But anyways, what do you have to say about that? Sorry for using that word, but I mean, I would be lying if I say otherwise.
Okay. So I believe most of us are following, right? So our speaker went to have some a prayer, so he will be back in few minutes, very soon, very soon. So I think one of the things we are supposed to be doing now is to kind of gather our questions. So if when he comes over, we are going to relate the question to him. So pertaining what you said, I think we are on discussion mode, right? So it is actually an open platform. When we were sending the link out, we told you that we're going to do much more of discussing, right? So it is actually would to be highly respected of you if you can speak. I can see Mr. Joel, I can see Mr. Paulinus, I can see one other Miss Esther, I can see Mr. Abdullahi, I see Innocent, Oche, Suleiman. I see all of you, right? So it's actually a chance that we open up and speak our minds. We are all young people trying to find solution to our problem or trying to learn from the system, right? And this is the best time for us to open up and then speak. Now, talking about America, and then we should be doing what they are doing. I I I I I tell you, for to some certain kind of reason, I was checking documentary of how the Arabian, that is the UAE, that is Abu Dhabi, came about. If what happened to them, I think our speaker is back, so but I'll just have to conclude. So before you take over, so I said, if what happened to Abu Dhabi, that is the UAE, what happened to them? If it happens to, let's assume we copy that kind of same thing that happened in Nigeria, we can. I don't know, for the kind of system I'm seeing now, I will now put a bias statement. I say we cannot build that kind of structure if what happened to them happened to us. Because I think by the documentary they said all of their dynasty was built on bloodshed, like their whatever was built on bloodshed. We get from this one slaughtering that one, from this one, so killing till maybe they came out finalized and they were able to build that kind of empire in the desert. I don't know if you get. So I'm not saying that if peradventure we now go back and say we want to start copying some kind of system with what they have they encounter in this our own time, it's going to literally be kind of difficult. I don't know, but it's just a biased statement. I don't know if Mr. Sodiq will have a better statement or explanation for that. But if we should copy that kind of system and make it in now, for now, this age, that age existed without some certain kind of structures, what do you call it, technologies you get. Now implementing it now will be like what would be like a drawback, will be like a, should I say, stagnation or whatever. That it won't go well for me. That's how I feel. It won't go well. I feel the system of Nigeria is quite different. If we should, if we want to start copying, you get, it's quite different. It's quite different. So we rule by our own system and work by it, and we are the one that will create that structure. So thank you very much. So I think our question will be answered by Mr. Sudik. So I don't know, Mr. Sudik, you're back. Thank you very much for the insight. So I would love that you continue from. Okay.
Okay, not say something, right?
No, sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay, so yeah, like you said, what I met you on, now our system is different and in fact unique. Yeah, so if you're bringing the template abroad here to Nigeria, it will definitely collapse. It will collapse. Okay, okay, so let me bore us with that one. I saw some questions before I left for the short break. Yeah, a lady said her business is in Hawking, right? Do any other person see that question? Is the lady on the call? Yeah, good evening. How are you doing? Is the lady on the call? Because I want to ask what type of hawking are you doing? Or should I just pick selected use cases and we move on with it? What will you suggest? Okay, so based on popular hawking, let's say food is an hawking. It is very popular among different public spaces. What other thing is hawking? Yeah. Okay. There is akara, potato, and the likes as well, and cold, and a lot of hawking. Anyways, see, there is no problem in doing physical business. Yeah. Like I said towards the end of my, knowledge sharing, um, distribution. If there is no distribution, that is where the problem is, and that is the problem I have with a lot of us that are students or I don't know doing business. Take for example, like the higher institution there. We have a lot of people selling food besides themselves. Has anyone ever considered that students are in classes while they are reading for tests and the likes and co? Do you get? Have anyone ever thought of maybe sliced food by evening and the likes to distribute? Yeah, that is part of distribution. You just need to take your product to where the customers are. Students are reading. Okay, students are going to classes in the morning. they are going to be in class for maybe 1 hour or 2 hour per session. In the morning by 8 a.m. or 7:30, I'm going to class. I might not cook at home. We want to get something to eat. Do you get? Two, you said peanuts. Of course, if you take peanuts to classes, maybe you went to class maybe some 30 minutes or 45 minutes ahead of your classmates. Before you leave for the class, let's say you now have a phone. No, let's say you have a phone, you can make publicity on WhatsApp. But let's say you now have a phone, you have to be where your customers are 45 minutes before them. So as they are coming in, hello guys, I know you might be hungry this morning. I have some peanut and cold pure water to step down. Just something, to keep your stomach going before breakfast. Distribute it. Let's say it is early in the morning, you do fried akara, potato and likes and plantain. Get takeaway, maybe on those 100 naira takeaway, disposable ones, or those ones that can be recycled. Package it. Somebody like me, well, I was in school, my roommates are great anyways, they are twins, so we cook before even leaving. So whatever that will not make us cook, trust me, KFM was still functioning then with their brown bread, E3 was still functioning then. I'll get bread and I'll buy akara, stuff it before I get into architecture studio, because I know once I get into that studio, it is only God that is going to take me out of that studio, except if I just want to ignore the class, of which we rarely do. Do you get? So look at this distribution. You already have the market, whether physical, whether it is digital. Who are the customers? That was why when I said it that time, like idea is everywhere. The problem gone, 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 gone is where the solution is. The problem is okay, people want to eat in the morning, they are in class in the afternoon, the sun is hot and the likes. People are they left class in the evening and they want to come back for study. These are the key point area where people have problem getting food and eating. Take it to them. Do you get? So that is that. So what other question do we have? And I hope I answered the lady question as regards distribution, get their product moving and selling it. So please do let me know in the comments and yeah. So further question, please.
Hello, can you
Lawal,
hear me?
move on, please.
Yeah, can you hear me? Please, am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you. You
Yes.
can go on, go on.
All right. So I actually have two questions, but I will step with the first. Okay, I have this product I'm building, right? And you were talking about the target audience, and basically you were niching down to the Nigerian ecosystem. So what I wanted to ask, right? I've been building this product lately, and my audience, the target market is partially Nigerians and the outside, but more focus is on the outside, right? Because it's just like a Web3 product, and more like I got the innovation from like a cohort going on across the nation. So I use I use this product to solve problems, and lately, even if I go to pitch out there, even in Nigeria here, they would always want to niche me down or bring me down, giving me another idea to just work on for the Nigeria ecosystem, right? Why I look, there's this knowledge I have with what they call the market strategy, right? So you pitch this thing to the target audience. You take your market to where the market or to where it's people or the market system accepts it, right? So I don't know. How do I work with that kind of shift and all? Since we're talking more about the Nigerian market, how do we work this kind of a product? Yeah.
Okay. Let's take abroad, then let's take Nigeria. It is two or three things. If you are targeting for a country, your distribution guys, are they in that country you are targeting? Those that are going to be working on the marketing, positioning, and how it is going to get into the hand of the customers, are they in the country where you are solving the problem? That is one. Two, if they are not in that country, are they Nigerians who knows about that country? Because I know some of our guys that has worked in Jan. In fact, I've worked on products in UK, USA, and majorly what I did is all my market research, user research, product tear down and everything I did, I will ask the client to pull as much targeted audience I have. So I'm going to have a call with them and we are going to discuss about it. So, and I don't ask them question like, fill this Google form and give me your feedback. I'm not analyzing anything for you, but talk to me. Like, let me hear from you, and I'm going to be asking question until you tell me what it is, and I'll ask you to take me through how it's you are using it in that country. Take me through the process. They will now start iterating. We were iterating and the likes. Do you get? So it's either you have guys that are there that are going to do distribution there for you, or you have somebody that has the knowledge here and is ready to go an extra mile to ensure they get the use cases just like the way they are using it in that country you are targeting. Do you get? Yeah. So another thing is existing platform. You can check existing platforms that are using it there because the way this thing works here in Nigeria, food delivery works here in Nigeria is not the way it works outside. Of course, everyone orders, but if it is delivered, do you tip people here? No, you don't tip. But there they tip, and they have fines for there are fines for some kind of delay and all those things. Do you get? So you might need to look into all these things because all these tiny details that we leave out here are what always causes setback if you are building for a foreign customers and the likes. You have to really empathize with them. So that's that based on my experiences working abroad and the product marketing guy that worked with the Germany clients rather. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope I answered your question. Okay, Fabian. But wait, before you go, Fabian, Lawal, do I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. You did. You did. You
Okay, any
you
other
cleared
thing?
some. Okay, I have another question though, and the question is, um, so I've heard this severally, but today it came again. And why would a PhD holder, like a Nigerian graduate with PhD degree, right, go to the UK and work as a caregiver, or you hear them working in a mortuary? Like, what is the cause of that kind of mindset? Like, what's your opinion on this storyline, please?
As regards that, I really
Sir,
don't have much opinion about that.
Yeah,
I really don't have much opinion about that. I mean, I've not traveled abroad to talk about what is going on there and the likes. Yeah. The only thing I have seen, yeah, I've seen guys like you said go there and do other work. And basically it's lack of jobs. It's basically lack of jobs. So I don't really have an answer to that. Might be lack of jobs, lack of opportunities, or yeah, sorry. My mentor that is in USA now shared something with me some month back. He said, despite the fact that he has about 10 years of experiences here, right? They have some criteria there that they have, I mean, based on their own work experience, based on what they believe you should have, certifications, the degrees, and all those things. So he has to start as an intern. Do you get? Yeah. So based on because he shared that with me, so I can actually confirm that he was working as an intern. This is his fourth year or so in USA. So he has started moving to mid-level and co. And even that one self, what speed it up is because he has worked with some international partners who are making recommendations. So there are a lot going on abroad there that I can't really point to specifically. But based on this feedback that my mentor gave me, like that their certifications, their degree, their work experience, the scope of work, and the racism, the way they perceive the blacks, if you are not top tier or you are not working in the high profile, they have a way of categorizing some sectors as high potential, high profile, all those stuff. Yeah, yeah. They won't give you, except if you merit it. They won't give you. They will ask you to start from wherever. So that's what I know basically. Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Sadiq.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I wanted you to answer a question somebody asked on the chat because that's a major I think that's one of the major question I'm interested in because it has to do with every entrepreneur here. He asked, he said, how do we think long term? Yes, how do we think long term? Because this is one of the vital, I think, key area for every entrepreneur here. So he asked, I think his name is Roba. I think that's the name there, Roba. So I don't know. Can you do justice to that question, sir?
Well, how do you think long term? It's basically simple. You improve your products. You improve your products. And here is the thing. Yeah. Um, I can recall one time, while MS, I don't know if you guys observe, he's one of the senior profile in all these Google developers group. I was asking question as well, like this same question I asked, like we software engineers and product guys in Nigeria really push update products as fast as the foreign guys do. So he said, yes, that's true. Like they take feedback, they take their time to take feedbacks. Those feedbacks, they test them like in the product industry, not the Nigeria PM will, where we will just be chasing software engineer. There's something we called frameworks. We have Moscow, and all these other framework. Yeah. So they will prioritize, then look at the features they want to release. In their conferences, they used to hold conferences where they will talk about the innovation they are releasing. And once the company set the pace of innovation and they see that the innovation makes sense, they will brainstorm in another company to see how much more they can do. That's why you see that when AI wanted to start popping up, started by Google. Is it Google? No, it's Microsoft that started with Copilots. If my memory doesn't fail me, yes, it was Microsoft that first started this AI, like that we all know. They started with Copilots. That was when they did this video that was going viral then. Like can do spreadsheets, can do PowerPoint, can do this, that. Then Apple bring in is it AI intelligence? Then Google started bringing it, like they now started popping up. So based on the data they've collected, the researches they've done, the innovations they are looking at, government project and co, they will be seeing patterns. So as they are seeing patterns, they will work on it. Let me give you an example in here for our own. Okay, now we've done MVP version 1, version 2, version 3 for Jekait, right? Then they stole our bike in Mina and our partners pull out. So the first thing that we did was we check our backlog. What were those things we initially wanted to even improve on? Because we're tired of calling restaurants to update their menu and all those stuff. And as the product lead, I said we need to refactor the user experience to serve the vendor. So I have to go to these vendors, sit with them, help them sell, and I discover like some of them have this hardware POS inside their store. In fact, Food Republic have it when people were changing the prices of their food. That was what make Food Republic to have an hardware system that makes them take order in-house. And we have been thinking about how might we make these people use the app. So when I saw them using an hardware, I was curious to ask, Mommy, why do I have this here? Why do you have this hardware here? Why? Mommy said, you called the day one guy changed orders and added zero to this thing and like. I said, yes. He said that he has been seeing different patterns. This, do you get? So talking to that vendor, which is our own client, gave us an insight. I noted it down. Do you get? In the process of we looking at that idea, Chowdeck acquired Mirror. And Mirror is basically a POS for restaurants, and we have been thinking of POS as well. Do you get? So the difference is like we are just looking at the pattern. They are looking at the pattern. So everybody is talking to their different service providers and customers, and they are getting feedback. So those feedback are what they are sitting in house to sit that okay, how can we do this better? This customer said he wants this. This vendor said he wants this. Based on popular opinion, let's do this. Do you get? So these are what will be adding up. That will not be like okay, we can't finish this one in a year. It is going to end in it is going to end next year. Do you get me? Hey. So by the time you start accumulating all those backlogs, you now have different projects you want to do. You now have start having 5 year plan and all those stuff. Do you get? So those are how you get long term plans. In summary, take your client feedback, customer feedback, and every other person involved. Fine-tune their idea, fine-tune their feedback, see where it needs to enter your products and services, then improve. So those are how you get your feedback and the likes. Thank you.
Okay. So, I think we'll be taking one more questions after that to kind of wrap up. So anybody with any question? Just one more
Yeah,
person.
I got a question.
Okay. Go on, sir.
All right, so there's this thing where everyone say you have to solve a problem, you have to solve a problem, but there are some kind of generic businesses, not really generic, like food, for example, like you mentioned, right? So they are producing milk, they are producing uh cheese, right? And but all this, is it flour, potato flour, I guess so. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, right? If somebody just wakes up and like thinks he wants to go into any of those areas, is it necessary to begin to think of a problem, or we can just begin to produce and sell, right? Because like the market already exists for packaged sugar and all that. So do we need to begin to actually think of a problem, or we can just start producing and selling?
No, you don't need to think of a problem. You just need to look at what can be improved in the existing market that you are in. Let me give you for example. You know my moi. Do you know
Yeah,
my moi?
yeah, of course,
You
yeah.
know, if you are familiar with the southwest, or I don't know if it throughout my period in Mina, do I see my moi in leaf? No. I okay. I saw one in a wedding party at Chan Shiro. That is the only place if my memory did not fail me. So in the north, there is no my wrapped in leaf. They do it in either nylon and can, except wedding and at home. But in southwest here, they use my and they wrap it in leaf. So there was a time this woman here, the way she identifies her memory is like she's going to put stick. By the time she covered the memory and she cook, some stick will have removed. So I was like, how do you identify the one with fish and the one with egg? She said, she used the over word of she will identify it. I'm a woman. I was like, So there was a time I got when it was fish and I wanted to buy, I saw egg. And the amount I'm supposed to pay is much. I just saw that when I saw egg in my money, I was like, she is not fish. And so I was like, see, the solution is identify this thing. So just suggested them nylon. So I now told them like there is black nylon, there is blue nylon, there is this kind of nylon. Is it red or something? Sha, there are different colors of nylon. Like if they've tied that in inside leaf finish air, they should just use those color nylon. They should put it inside. They're not like, she nylon, no, like she with the nylon not affect the distance. Like, I don't think it should affect oh, since you already wrap the main product that we are going to eat inside leaf. So how should the chemical of the nylon work inside this thing? Though it can work inside it maybe under high temperature and the likes, but the point is identification of that particular product. Do you get? So it's not as if the moment change. The moment does not change. It's still beans, it's still maggi, it's still groundnut oil, and everything is leaf. The only thing that changes is the innovation that comes is using of different colors of nylon to identify the one with fish and egg, the one with fish alone, the one with egg alone. So they will sell and make their profit. Share you get. So it's not as if we come up with any new solution. It's not as if we think too much about a problem or this thing. It's still the same problem that they are solving, giving us more money. But we just innovate into categorizing. Sure, you get So in that your own space now, you can just look at this thing has been done this way, this thing has been done this way. What are people complaining about, or what is the person selling complaining about? If the person keeps saying it every time, it means there is a deeper problem to what the person is saying. Sure, you get. So you can just sit and look at it like, okay, how might it get better without changing the taste, without costing health effects and all those stuff. Sure, you get. Hey. So those are based on experience, sha, what I have done to save somebody costs because I experienced it. So that's it basically. Hey, okay, thank you.
Can we give a round of applause? Round of applause to emoji. Emoji. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Give it up. 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 Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir Sodiq. I know probably I reached out to you on a short time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I think we have come to a close, but before then, I would just want to like conclude on what Mr. Sudik have said from the question Mr. Fabian asked. Just a few words before he conclude. Mr. Sudik is going to give us a last word. Anything for the young entrepreneurs right now on how to build system. Just one word. But before then, let me just say this. I think Tiaro Colenius, that is the one that has been called African landlord, says something. He said, in an existing market, you don't need to start anything new, right? As you come into the business, you don't need to start anything new. What you just need to do is to implement the same thing those people have implemented and then move to the same stage of observation. You move to another stage of observation. You observe, okay, what you master the techniques, you observe what's happening in that sphere of business, and then the next thing is you innovate, right? You just find a way of putting innovation into it. We get so in that sphere, you don't have to start anything new. Just find a way of doing the same thing. Just observe and then innovate. So that's all. That's all. So Sasudik, I don't know if you have any last word for us. Um, just anything for the entrepreneurs who are here, who have listened to you and learned from you.
Okay, so yeah, what do I have here? Okay, so here is the thing, like I told you, um, since we are kicking off some new projects to go here, looking at it's not even rewriting. I've written everything. So yeah, on across all my social media here, I'm looking at resharing all the experiences, like I mean, that I've faced from the days God knows that I started working on the startup here. So I wrote about 31 contents, like it's a lot. So I pulled them together. And so it was supposed to start today. I was supposed to start sharing it today, yeah. But I think I'm going to do that. So yeah, first thing first, personal branding. Because I won't lie to you, yeah. As much as I want to give back to the society through those content I've written previously, I edited them and I'm writing them for posts for people to read and consume. One thing that comes with it, the benefit that comes with it is personal branding. 31 content is not beans. If I post 31 content every day and it makes sense to people, they like it, they will share it, and people see it and say it. Who knows who is saying it? Somebody will come on the like, Baba, I get this project I want to do, come and do it for me based on your experience. You get. So your personal branding matters as well. If you know you are in money industry, you are good at it, or you are maybe studying or something, share the knowledge. Share. If you do business and you fail, share it. But don't go overhype. You know LinkedIn now. That place, if you are not careful, somebody will commit suicide because people are overhyping themselves there. But at least your personal branding, put it first, put things outside. That is one. Two, well, if you don't mind, you can check Sodiq Olamilekan Isiaq on Google. I think I'm doing well in ranking. So if you see on my social media, you can follow if you like. You can connect. So when you see it, you read it, you move, and if you feel you want to share, and the likes. And you can subscribe to the newsletter on LinkedIn. So that one automatically, even if you forget to read, if you come back to your email, you still see it there. So that's that, by the way. So for the business aspect that everyone is starting, see, Survive first though. Hmm. Don't go and build marketplace for everyone. Nigerians don't care whether you are building marketplace for them. If it is not serving them, nobody is going to use your product. So survive first. Whatever you are building, make sure it's generating revenue for you. Yeah. Make sure it's generating revenue in one way or the other. If it is not generating revenue, make sure it is adding experiences to you. For example, now the 12th team of Jekait now, some of them are working at other big brands. I mean, our engineering manager is in Saudi. Bala has been working with a guy in Germany. Bobola, Alex is working in government in Jos, and we are just everywhere. Do you get? Now I'm into go. They already started showing interest like, Baba, if you are the one leading this project and you know that you are going to be there, I'm in. I was like, you are in for yeah. I just want to work on this one and move to corporate setting or but other companies that can, pay the bills. So they're like, no wala then. Do you get that kind of a thing? So build for money. If the money did not come, build for experience. At the end of the day, it is going to add up. What else again do I have? So some of the top solutions I'm seeing that is going to give, irrespective of AI, is disrupting the flow. The food and agricultural industry is still wild. That is one. Two, people are doing events, even despite the fact that we are going through a lot of shige in this country. People are still partying, people are still hosting concert raves. In fact, in Mina, it's as if they are waiting for us to leave school. The guys that followed us, they are doing Suya first. I was like, Suya. I even saw Wash first. I was like, Wash. Ah. I was like, you guys are crazy in this school. Wash. At the end, I saw Drip. I saw, is it Pluto? I was just seeing different. I was like, one opportunity there is marketing. If you are good in marketing and advertisement, see, somebody like us, yeah, that we have some startup and like that we are running. Welcome back. We like guys that are in campus and can run marketing so far as your budget is not high. Because trust me, if you bring any budget and you are wrapping it in paper, doing presentation, and your mouse is streets, if I did not talk, if Bala and Bobola should cash you, the real like that guy is talking rubbish. You are not doing it with him. Do you get? So, and what are these marketing you can do? One, all these events guys want to post their flyers everywhere. And the university policy says don't deface the school with posters. If some of you still observe that school, especially those classrooms, you still see traces of Jekait and to go stickers on your board. They were intentional. When we did the white stickers and paste it across walls and glasses and co, it was Dr. Gubode from building that called my attention like, Olamilekan, they are removing your posters and cups. Doctor, why are they removing it? He said that, don't you know that Professor Laguju said that we should not deface the scores like more. What are we going to do? How do we advertise? And you guys are saying we should start. He said, is that not why you come to school? Think. That was how I thought of that sticky sticker. That one that is not for laptop, is not for phone, but it's something that even if you close one eye and you are looking, you are still going to see. So that was how we come up with that sticker and strategically place it across boards. Do you get? Till date, despite that we are not functioning in now, people are still ordering. Do you get? So be creative in marketing, advertisement, meet these event guys, talk to them. If you know guys that are creating content in Mina, how might you improve your content? Like, okay, you are creating content, good, we know. Oh yeah, we are going to talk to this brand. We are going to bring the deals like, okay, if you are collecting 40,000 naira and we can bring from brand and you can do 15,000 naira, those for brand we are just going to get a place. All their scripts, we are going to collect it. We will do the videos for this for brand in a place. You are not moving, you are not doing anything. So you've collected money, you take your own commission or is it percentage or whatever profit. Then you serve us, you collect service charges from us, which is the company. Trust me, if you come to me and you give me ideas, and how marketing is going to go in Mina, trust me, we still have Mina. We still own it. Forget all these guys that are coming with all this project and everything there. Once we say we are back, we know where we are going to start marketing from. The only thing it is going to cost us is I might move from Lagos and come down. Bobola and Bala might move from Abuja and join me there. and we will look at volunteers that we can groom. Enoch, you recall that training we did at Entrepreneurship Center where we did to go product showcase, do a lot of trainings that I did a lot of training for you guys. Do you recall?
Yes, yes, I recall perfectly.
Look at it. Does it cost us anything? No, it only cost us do not drink, and you guys learned, right? All these
Yes,
things
sir.
still work. So all these things are what you should look at and co. Then you can now start applying AI, applying whatever and co. So what other industry works there? Transportation still works. It's just that you have to think. But what I did when we were in year 2 or 3, it was we were the one who started this transportation of male students from school to home. I was MD. That one was mechanical then. This guy that is friend to director of social, Zamani, OJBelo friend, we were the one who started the logistics of moving people to this thing. But now, see, guys, they are moving people. What will happen if you are moving people from campus to Benue? If Benue is your strong food, and you know Benue, okay, oh, footman, a student going to Makodi, we are going to be providing a ride. Then do your work, write a letter, submit to Dean of Student Affairs, everybody, sir, we will like these buses to come to the bus park so they won't harass them outside school. And so we can factor the school student security and we can document this for the school. Can you shall package something that you know the school will get and give it to them? If they give you a trial, implement. If it is Taraba, do it. You get just innovate, do business, make money. If you not make money, make experience. So that's what I'll leave you guys with. I think they are enough. Any other experiences that you want, you can get them across my social media. And yes, ask question when I am posting. So as the spirit bring them, like as the spirit bring the answers to your questions, or if I have experiences here, I'm going to be writing article, then I'll mention the person that okay. And if I'm not writing about it and I know somebody that I've written about it, I'll mention it to that person because there's this guy too that is doing well that finished from Mina, Loke. Loke has been writing about some use cases from his MBA, frictionless clinical strategy, clinical effects. Even me say when I read it, I'll be like, God, shit, I will not go and do MBA. But not all of us will do the same thing, but I'm picking a lesson from him. Do you get ahead? So that is that. So if you're not making money, gain experience. Thank you.
Right. So thank you much, sir. Thank you very much. Can you clap? Can you clap with emojis? Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. It was an interesting moment. I also learned. Thank you very much. And I'm sure all of us learned also. So can we clap more? Can we send emojis, love emojis, thanking him more? Can we send it? All right. So as he has said, right, I wanted to say I'm going to drop his link and then we're going to follow him. So if you have any question, you know where to reach out, you know how to reach out to him. You can follow him. He'll soon be I think he'll soon be having a YouTube channel where he'll be dropping all his experience. So you can follow him and then learn from also. And I'm very, very sure he's not leaving us, he's still coming back to give us some more experience or to teach us on more advanced topics on the entrepreneurship journey. So thank you very much, sir, for your time. Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate your time for being with us this evening.
Yeah, you are most welcome. It's a privilege. I mean, this is how we can give back in our own way. My regards, everyone, and have a beautiful rest.
Thank you very much, sir. I will hand over the stage to Agnes, so she give us a closing remark. And Agnes,
All right. Thank you very much once again. And I thank every one of us, everyone here for joining and staying till the end. I hope and I know that you learned a lot that you're going to be applying. Please, it would not yield any results if you do not apply it. So try as much as possible. Make it one point that you picked to apply it in your business and you see the results. So once again, thank you. This is TYE, the Young entrepreneurs. This is where you've had an idea for a long time, you're still thinking about whether it will work or not. Bring your idea. This is where we execute it. We validate your idea. We build your MVP and lead you to launch. So we have a group chat where there are other entrepreneurs across Africa building several things at different stages of their business, and also people that have ideas. There are also creatives on the platform, developers, designers, social media handlers. So you can find your team there. You can network with like minds and you get to build your product. So if you're not on the, you'll be able to join. And once again, thank you. We'll see you next month. This holds every month. So we'll see you next month.
So thank you very much. So can anybody give us a closing prayer so before we go? Since we started with opening prayer, we have to close with prayer, so we just go. So somebody give us a closing prayer. Anybody? Mr. Joel, I've been seeing you, sir. Can you give us a closing prayer, Mr. Joel? Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, so let's pray. In Jesus' name, God, thank you for the time we spent and all we've learned even this evening. We ask that much more than just learning it, we put it into practice and we see the results even in our lives in the name of Jesus. All we do as people in whatever sphere of influence we are, ask that it prospers even by your help in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Amen. I hope I can leave now.